The ink is almost dry on the High Limit Racing and USAC National Tour point chases, but we might have a not so fast moment brewing with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. I discuss it on today's edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. Before we get to it, don't forget to click the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and also check out our daily exclusive content at www.sprintcarunlimited.com. 6 weeks ago, I called the World of Outlaws point chase and handed the title to David Gravel. But after the last 15 races, David Gravel's lack of speed and Carson Macedo's resurgence, I might have jumped the gun. This one has the potential to go right down to the wire. Gravel still leads Macedo by 86 points, but when you consider what's transpired recently, the Jason Johnson Racing ace has a legitimate crack at this title. With the number of races left on the schedule, Gravel's advantage is a mere 3 positions per race, and less if Macedo continues to win. That's far from insurmountable for a team led by Philip Dietz. So how did Macedo close this gap and make this thing interesting? First, Gravel hasn't won since July 28th in Weedsport, New York, and his average finish since then is 7.6. As for Macedo, he's won 5 times in his last 15 World of Outlaws starts and has an average result of 3.6 during that time frame. Let's focus on Gravel for a second. When we talk about him lacking speed, we mean in qualifying, which is odd because that is normally where the Big Game Motorsports standout excels. But he's only timed in the top 5 in 5 of his last 15 starts, which has him buried in some A-mains and forces him to bail out a good finish. Do I think Gravel's in trouble? I'm not going to go that far, at least not yet, but it definitely bears watching. Both of these drivers are pretty good at the remaining tracks on the schedule, but if you combine Macedo's heater with Gravel's qualifying woes, it's a combination that could lead to a tight point battle heading into the World Finals. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9, and we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned.